Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Fact or Cap Paranormal Files. My name is Wes, this is Topshelfers, and in this series, we dive into paranormal videos from across the web and try and figure out whether or not they are bullshit, real, fake. A lot of shitters. I guess I will quickly just kind of welcome back the series. I've been on a hiatus a little bit, not really out of my hands fully. A lot of tech issues, computer issues, mic issues, camera issues. It just seems like everything hit at once. And if you guys know, tech and computer accessories aren't necessarily the most cheap thing in the world. And I had ordered a computer, and I don't know if when I'm going to get it. Um, my lovely partner is going to let me use her computer here shortly. I just need to go get it. And in the meantime, I've figured out a little bit of a temp fix for my current PC, the good old reliable Fallout Vault Tech I buy power PC I bought a while ago. And I'm so excited to be making content again. I'll be honest with you guys, it's been shitty not being able to make videos. I've never claimed that I want to do this to be the next, ginormous thing. It would be awesome. I mean, I have goals that I strive for, but it is it's a way for me to be able to put myself out there and then also create something that, I can be proud of, and also just vet my artistic, the only thing that I can really do artistically, make videos, edit, I guess, a little bit. So I'm excited to be back, and we're going to be hopefully back to the grindstone of making a bunch of videos while this temp fix holds up, and while the new PC is either sorted out, canceled, reordered, and then the lady's PC holding me down for now. Aside from that, there's not really any other updates going on that are worth mentioning right now. My new employment, I fucking love. It's the best place I've ever been, and I can't be happy enough there. It's money's great, people are great, the company's great, the what they're doing is helpful and beneficial to tons and tons of people. Maybe down the road I'll talk about a little bit more, but it's something that it's extremely regulated, and I don't want to discuss anything without having the proper things to be able to discuss. Sorry for leaving it vague for those of you who are interested. Anyways, we'll ramble on different videos. I know why you guys are here. We're watching scary videos. We're breaking them down, and we're seeing whether or not they are real or fake, fact or cap. We got Nuke's top 5. His link will be down below like always. Let's hop into it.
The Witching Board. Popular paranormal live streamer Ricky Velasquez and his wife Liz traveled to an allegedly haunted house somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. Now, apparently the story of this place is truly dark and disturbing, because Ricky will only mention that the house was once home to an extremely large family named Hernandez. Apparently, some tragic and unspeakable event occurred at the Hernandez home, and most of the family, including many women and children, lost their lives. Now, whatever did happen, apparently it was so horrific that many people still leave candles at the house to pay their respects to this day. So after exploring the downstairs, Ricky and Liz head up to the second floor, and that's when they begin to experience something that makes their blood run cold. Ricky is broadcasting their exploration live on YouTube, and as he reads comments from his live stream audience, this happens.
¿Fuiste tú? No, man. No. Ay, güey. Bebé, háblale tú. Sí.
Hola.
No mames. ¿Qué?
¿Escuchó algo?
¿Fuiste tú?
No, escuchó algo.
The couple hears very strange sounds from somewhere on the top floor. Banging, moaning, and even what sounds like the voice of a young child.
No, man, no mames.
So now, in an attempt to make contact with the dead, Ricky and Liz decide to use a Ouija board. And as you might have guessed, it did not go well. During the Ouija board session, the couple continues to hear disturbing sounds coming from the house. Then something happens that absolutely scares the shit out of them.
¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
¡Ay! ¡Liz! ¡Muévete de aquí! ¡Muévete! ¡Muévete! ¡Vamos! ¡Me caí!
While using the Ouija board, Liz asks, "Are you here with us?" To which a terrifying little voice replies, "Yes." Ricky believes that he hears the voice coming from right behind him. So he looks through a clothing rack that is nearby and sees the horrifying, deathly pale face of a woman. The couple has had enough and they just run out of there as fast as they can. Now, keep in mind that all of this was broadcast live on YouTube. So whether it's real or not, it would have been much harder to fake. But whether it is real or fake, the footage is definitely very creepy. But if you want to take a look at the video for yourself, you can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez. Out of
Interesting.
here.
So that was something that I said we're probably going to have to see for there to be I don't know how to put it, but like a renaissance in paranormal investigation is that it has to be moved to a live stream format. And the reason why I say that is like, so we've watched so many videos in this series that were clearly fake and edited, right? Like I've shown you guys like little, like dumb little things you can do in like Paint to like put pictures and movements and transparency into videos. Like it's not a difficult thing to do. But for it to be live streamed adds a whole other element, because you're more than likely going to have to, if you're going to fake it, you're going to have to do props, which isn't out of the realm of possibility, right? Like, especially if you have two people there, one person behind the camera could be playing recordings of these spooky noises. However, my first initial thought of this thing behind the clothes rack here is I was like, okay, that looks edited bullshit. Okay, I don't care. Like, I'm already out of this video. But then when when Nuke's Top 5 added the fact that this was broadcasted live, I mean, you can definitely see, you see hair, you see some sort of like, oh yeah, it is 4th of July recording this, so you guys are probably going to hear fireworks, which, you know, adds to the jump scare factor, I guess. I hate fireworks in person. So like, you can definitely see someone. You got mouth, you got nose, you got eyes, you got your forehead, you got your hair. It looks like it kind of meshes. Yeah, that's pretty creepy, guys. What do you... And there's definitely a face, you know? There's definitely not hiding that. The only things that I could think of, I mean, if we're faking it, right? Makeup, filters on whatever device they're recording on. I mean, phones are becoming much more viable to record videos like this versus, you know, actual cameras. My phone records in 4K now, pretty much. It's crazy. So, I mean, they could be adding filters to their live stream, which is obviously something that a lot of people know how to do and isn't too far-fetched to do. And then the obvious, it could be either a friend of theirs and they set this scene up, or not so funny or more serious in my eyes, it's someone who is attempting to live there, not in a great situation. And, you know, to me, that's the scariest part about paranormal investigation, is when there's humans in the place. The only thing that's creepy is, like, we can see the formation, like there's lips right here, nose, eye, forehead, face, but as it goes on, it's now blurred. You know, it's almost like it's fading. And that could be just him moving the camera away. I mean, you can definitely tell that the guy in this video is much more like he's watched content. He's trying to be a content creator. He's doing it through paranormal. You know, he's very, very active in his responses. Where the lady, not so much. I think she even kind of fumbled the bag, like when he said, like, "Oh, I heard something," and she's like, "What?" You know. I don't know. That's a good start to the comeback tour here that we've got going on in this series. I mean, I'm going to lean more towards, because we don't get to see him pan down, correct? Yeah, we don't see the bottom of this. And you guys have to remember, like, you got to think like a content creator when you're breaking these videos down, right? If they've mapped this all out in like a script, he would know not to pan the camera too far down, because then you would see said individual's legs if this was scripted, right? So that's a mark against him, is like, this is perfectly placed. You know, perfectly placed in the corner to hide someone behind it. And another thing, now that I'm looking at it, is it's like it's almost perfect, like these clothes hangers are perfectly spaced to not see behind it. Odds of that happening, man, like, I don't know, because it's not like a set clothes hanger bar. It's like, it's just a bar, so they could be anywhere, and it's like perfectly covering the back there. Kind of a mark against them. With new people, though, anytime when I see someone from a new channel that we haven't watched videos from, like, I always err on the side of, you know, they're not faking it. And he has quite the following. 426,000 subs. I mean, that's fucking rad. So, I mean, they're doing something right over there. I'm still gonna go fake.
Oh, Ricky Velasquez. Get me out of here. A group of friends are having a great time in Torreon, Mexico, when they decide to go on a very popular tourist attraction, the Cristo de la Noa's cable car ride. The cable car provides beautiful scenery of the city as it transports tourists up the mountain and through the streets of Torreon. With such a spectacular bird's eye view of the city, the group of friends can't help but take a video to capture the moment. But what happens on this particular ride is very disturbing.
Mándale saludos a Robert, que está allá para acá. ¿Estás transmitiendo, amigo?
Está transmitiendo.
¿Quién está gritando? ¿Qué es ese? ¿Qué suena? ¿Sí oía? Una niña que se siente sola. No, una niña.
Oiga, no manches.
What sounds like the voice of a little girl can be heard screaming in terror, and the group has no idea where the voice is coming from. Now, after the video was shared on Facebook, many shocked viewers believe they hear the girl say, quote, "Get me out of here. I feel alone."
¿Qué están diciendo?
But unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. So if you do, please let me know what you think the girl is saying down in the comments. Did the group accidentally capture a paranormal event on camera? You decide.
¿Qué están diciendo?
We need
I don't understand why that's paranormal. Couldn't there just be kids playing or kids doing something down on the ground? They're not that far up from the street, it looks like. Am I missing something? That seemed like the furthest stretch of anything I've ever seen in my life in the paranormal.
scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. 7 days.
Uh-oh.
Popular Japanese paranormal investigators Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film are contacted by a desperate landlord of an allegedly haunted apartment. The landlord claims that just over 10 years ago, a family of 3 rented the apartment. One night, the father had an unexplained psychotic break and took the lives of his wife and child inside the apartment. Their bodies were found hidden in the closet. The father went on the run, and he was never found. Since the horrific incident, the owner finds it impossible to get tenants to stay in the apartment for more than a week. He says that within 7 days, all of them abruptly decide to just move out. So the landlord challenges the Omagatoki team to live in the apartment for 1 week to figure out just what it is about the property that causes tenants to refuse to stay. Investigator Tomo accepts the challenge and decides to live in the apartment alone for 7 days. A static camera records Tomo as he sleeps and spends time in the bedroom, where the tragedy took place 10 years earlier.
チャレンジ1日目、さっきまでねヒロ君と一緒にいたんで、そんなに感じなかったんですけど、やっぱりね一人ぼっちになっちゃうと嫌な空気はありますよね。周り何もないんで、本当山奥の方な物件なんでね、本当何かあったら本当どうしようみたいな感じはあるんですけど、まあね動画的に微妙ですけど、まあ7日間何もなく無事に過ごせればいいかなと思うんですけどね。いやどうでしょう。特にまあやることもなくてちょっと眠くなってきたんで、もう初日はこんな感じで見ようと思います。
Tomo spends the first 2 nights and nothing really happens. But on the 3rd night, at around midnight, Tomo notices something very odd in the bathroom.
いやなんかさっき見て、あれなんか人影に見えないっすね。いやこれでさっきめちゃくちゃビビって外確認しに行ったんですよ。で確認何もないんですよね。なんかいるように見えないっすか。
It's definitely moving.
おかしいよ。なんだろう。
A strange shadow can be seen in the window, but Tomo can't find anything outside that could be casting the unexplained shadow. Then the next night, night number 4, and things get a bit weirder.
トイレに行こうと思って気づいたんですけど、昨日フロアのすりガラスのところになんか影みたいなのがあったじゃないですか。で、ないっすよね。なんか昨日もっと影みたいなの映ってるような気がするんだけどな。おかしいよな。なんだったんだろう。
shadow from the night before has now disappeared as mysteriously as it came. But when Tomo goes to bed, he's disturbed several times while trying to sleep, as he keeps getting the eerie feeling that someone is in the room with him, standing near the closet. Cut to nights 5 and 6, and now Tomo starts to complain that he hasn't been able to sleep as he keeps hearing unexplained footsteps, and even more terrifying, the unexplained mumbling voice of a woman. Now it's day 7. Tomo is exhausted and considers quitting the 7-day challenge and just going home, even though there's only 1 day left. Eventually, he decides that he can tough it out and stays for the 7th and final night. The investigator wakes up the next day refreshed and happy. He says he finally got a great night's sleep in the apartment.
お疲れ様です。今急遽トモさんに来てもらいました。トモさん昨日の夜の出来事なんですけど、最終日、本当に何も覚えてないんですか？特に夢だとかうなされたとかっていうこともないんですか？
いや、なんかね、一番ぐっすり寝れたのかな。朝まで多分ずっと寝てたと思う。
本当に何も変わったことは何もなかったんですね。
そうだね、全然何も昨日は怖い夢も見てないしね。何もなかったと思うけど。
わかりました。
And this is when things get weird. While Tomo is at work, Hiro goes through the footage that was recorded on the final night of the challenge. What he finds leaves him speechless, because something did happen that night. Something that Tomo has no recollection of. Something truly chilling.
Hmm.
In the video, Tomo seems completely out of it as he grabs the camera and sits in front of a closet. The video footage begins to glitch as Tomo creepily smiles at the camera and then inexplicably seems to just start crying. The footage begins to glitch and loop, repeating over and over as the terrifying face of a woman seems to peer out at the camera from inside the closet. Tomo says he doesn't remember anything about the incident, and until seeing the bizarre footage, he believed that he had slept soundly throughout the night. So could it be that the investigator captured the spirit of the woman whose life was taken inside the bedroom? The woman whose body was found inside this same closet? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire 2-part investigation and many more scary videos over on the YouTube channel, Omega Toki Film. Into the Wood.
Seems like a parody. That was, I don't know, that was really dumb. I'm sorry. And that just, all of the audio and visual stuff is basic shit you could add in post. The little head creeping out you could add really easily in post. The fake crying. Oh, let's do a hard cut. Let's put some eye drops in. Let's hard cut back. Oh, he's crying. Bro, they're making a movie, not a fucking real paranormal video, right? Like, that's just... I don't know. That was really silly to me. Really silly. Great atmosphere. Great story. Just really silly.
So it's another week and another mysterious video. This time I was emailed about a very old video without a source that's been making the rounds on social media. In the video, a group of friends are camping in the middle of the forest. Late into the night, they start to hear strange sounds coming from the dark woods. Now, in what is probably a terrible decision, they decide to grab their flashlights and go to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling. As they search for the source of the creepy sounds, the group spots what appears to be some kind of creature with glowing eyes hiding in the tree line.
Just
Shocked online viewers
Grandpa.
pointed out that even with the potato quality old video, you can still see that the strange unidentified creature actually appears to blink before it runs off into the woods, adding just a tiny bit more credibility to this very odd footage. But without a source, once again, we'll never know the full story on this old video. So is it real or just an elaborate hoax?
Yeah,
As
it's
always,
no source, one off. Like, it's creepy, but like, who says this isn't footage from a film that never got finished, that someone dug up from some film school or something like that, or old files? Or it's really cool looking, but it just looks like some dude. Like, and you know, he blinks, yeah, the eyes are glowing, but isn't that something that you can add on like a camera to like try and expose more light? I don't know. This is, man, we started off with a banger. Well, no, excuse me. We started off with an interesting one, and then kind of just got some shitters so far, man.
you decide. Getting your foot in the door. Now, if you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know that I've featured a ton of Saudi door-kicking ghost hunters.
Yeah.
These include Adventure Allah, Yaza 1200, Abdullah Al-Anbari, and the guy we'll be focusing on in this video, Adventure Jassim.
These dudes are just
Now,
fucking
if you're not familiar with
savages,
the ghost hunters
dog.
I've featured,
Dude, they go in there and they just fucking chase them. I love it.
then here's a quick tutorial. Number 1, they love hunting jinns.
إذا في جن يا جن يا جن آخر مرة.
Number 2, the jinns often seem to throw large objects at them.
لعن الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
يبغون نروح عند الرضا. بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق.
And finally, number 3, and most important of all, Saudi ghost hunters love kicking down spooky doors.
Fuck yeah, they do.
بسم الله لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله.
But now, recently, I was sent a video that reveals something new.
Now, so we've seen several of these these types of videos, and man, it gets me so pumped. It's like watching Cops in the 90s, dude. You're just over here like fucking sweating, ready for some shit to pop off. But in reality, like, some of the videos are really fucking creepy. Like, I remember watching one, I don't remember what episode it was in, but for everything that happens in like the like 12-minute clip to be staged, they would have had to have taken hundreds of takes at it. Like, it was so well done. But I which makes me think it's real.
And absolutely terrifying.
الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤود حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. لا إله إلا الله.
That's right. Apparently, these spooky doors are fighting back now. So, just a heads up, if you're a door-kicking Saudi ghost hunter, or you just aspire to be one, you be careful out there.
لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات لا لا إله إلا الله. لا إله إلا الله.
If you're new to the channel, honestly, my videos come out at weird times. So subscribe and hit the little bell notification icon.
Well, that
so
was the wrap on that
never
one. A little disappointing. Might be running out of content here on Nuke's Top 5, which is a bummer, but man, he's covered so much paranormal. But that's going to wrap up for the return episode. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, you're the goats. I'm hoping that this series and all my other ones are just going to flow back here and get back to the normal content. So if you're excited, let me know. Leave a like, subscribe, try to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. And yeah. Bye.